What is good, my people? We are live back again on the forecast, and I wanted to come back and holler at the people because yesterday, we was having a discussion, and it kind of spilled into the N word, nigga. Should we be using it or should we not be using it? So, I want to take some calls and hear what everybody got to say about this topic. If you think we should be using the word, if you think we shouldn't be using the word. Now, let me say this. This is only my opinion. This is only anybody's opinion, about what we should, if we should be saying this word or if we shouldn't be saying this word. What's going on, William? Make sure you call in, my brother. I want to hear what you got to say, too. But, everybody has, interesting viewpoints on this word. And, I'll say my opinion. In my opinion, first of all, no matter if we should be saying it or if we shouldn't be saying it, there is definitely a difference between black people saying it and white people saying it. For people saying, well, if white people say it, what's the difference? Well, the difference is it wasn't, black people that gathered their whole family together, from the grandma and granddaddy to the little children, little babies, little boys and girls, to go take sandwiches and have a picnic. We know what that word comes from, right? And literally have thousands of people gather to torture a living human being, right? While calling him nigga the whole time, right? We weren't poking out people's eyeballs, cutting out their tongue, cutting their ears off, cutting their nose off, castrating them, fighting over who would take home people's private parts. There's a huge difference between us and them. Now, when it goes back to the history of that word, a lot of people say, is a goes back to the Spanish word negro for black. But I don't really see how you can, you can get the word nigga from negro, but you can't get it from nago or niggas or any of these words. But that's just my opinion, right? But as far as us banning the word, now if we want to come together and vote on us banning the word or whatever, that's up to the majority. But I do feel like we shouldn't let another group of people determine which words that we should say and which words that we shouldn't say, right? Because if we start calling ourselves another name, but they start using it the same way they use the word nigga today, are we going to then start banning that word too? Because they've always used the words that have meant something positive for us to turn it around and make it mean something negative. Just like the other day I was saying, yesterday I was saying with the word hotep. Hotep isn't a dangerous or bad or horrible word, but just because we say it to each other, now people use that word as a slur. Like, oh, you're a hotep brother, as if knowing your history makes you hotep. Now, nobody really calls me that, but I do feel like some kind of way when people make that a slur. But I am interested in hearing what you all have to say about the N word. These are just my opinions, and I want to hear your opinions about the subject. And I'm gonna put the number up on the screen. There it is. So if you got something to say, I want to hear your opinion. The number is 804-601-4015. It's just my opinion that we shouldn't empower another group to just because what they have done to us. Now we have to take a whole word off the market for ourselves, right? And I already said the difference between us and them, but the point is, it's not the words that make us the target. It's who we are that makes us the target. So no matter what we call ourselves, no matter what words we use, it'll still be the same results. We can say we're Negroes, we can say we're colored, we can say we're black, we can say we're the Planeteers. Until we destroy the system, all of these words is going to have the same meaning. All right? That's why they associate this word nigga with slavery, with stupidity. It's all propaganda. But somebody you can call in now. I guess a lot of people just now getting a notification. I'm just seeing it on my phone just now. But yeah, I'm taking calls. I want to hear how you feel about the N word. Should we be using it? Should we not use it? A lot of people say we shouldn't use it, and it come from a conversation we was having yesterday. People saying we should use the N word, we shouldn't use the N word. So I want to hear what you got to say about it. And the calling number is 804-601-4015. What's going on, Al? Call in, my brother. I want to hear what you got to say. It's just my opinion that what we say, it shouldn't. What they do shouldn't affect what we say. What's going on, brother Bakari? Go ahead. You can call in. Say what you got to say about the subject. Going on. That we was in the chat having a discussion about it yesterday, and I didn't want to make that conversation about it yesterday. So I'm coming back because I did want to have that conversation because this is a conversation that needs to be had. But at the end of the day, we're in a position to where we can create whatever we want to create. We can create whatever rules we want to create, whatever laws we want to create, and we can do whatever we want to do. Right? It's just a matter of being on code. And this conversations like these, that'll help us, in the future. The number is on the screen. It's 804-601-4015. Yeah, definitely call in, Mookie. I want to hear what you got to say. A lot of people were calling in about it yesterday, so I wanted to come back and take those calls. I don't want it to be too long of a show, though. And some people were saying, that's a part of the problem. We got to let go of this word. We take these words that's so full of hate and we internalize it. So I want both sides of the argument. That's why I didn't really want to bring one particular person on the panel or whatever, because I wanted everybody's side of the argument and everybody to get their opinion about the word. Okay, the number is 804-601-4015. It's 804-601-4015. Because I want to hear what the people got to say. Yeah, brother Bakari calling. I know you were saying something about it yesterday too. All right, not putting it in our music. All right, I got the first call.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? Who is this?
William.
All right, what's going on, William?
I was listening to your podcast. Now, I was born in the late 60s, so I know the first time I ever got called nigga, I think I was fourth grade by a white classmate, and I popped him right in the mouth. And ever since then, anybody outside my company ever called me that. That's pretty guy. I'm a big fan of it.
Hey, your phone kind of breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
It's like kind of sound like a robot.
How about now?
Nah, there's a lot of static in it.
That might be because I'm still disconnected from the film.
All right, go ahead.
What about now?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you. Go ahead and keep talking.
I say a lot of this younger generation uses every other word, and I just overlook it. It doesn't bother me, but I got away from using it a long time ago. But I refuse to be called that by anybody. I take offense to it.
You say you take. Hello. Hello.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hey, Kay.
Hey, how you doing? Who is this?
This Smokey.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, so I have something I want to say about the N word.
Okay.
Okay, so what I want to say about it is, first and foremost, yeah, I'm pretty much tired of hearing black people use the word. I'm tired of hearing anybody use the word. It's not a term of endearment, none of that. And basically, I'm a woman. I'm a female, and I'm a grown woman. I don't look my age, but I'm tired of people just talking like it's respectable to talk to a woman. Like, I guess it's cool between men, but I'm not a man. And so I don't like a man calling me my niggas or nigga this or nigga that or whatever. I don't like none of that. And I'm just not feeling it. I don't understand why we don't have respect for each other. I'm tired of people making excuses about what the word actually means. It's really dehumanizing people. It's meaning you're a thing. It's stupid. And we have got to get past that. I'm not a thing. I'm a woman. I'm not. What is a nigga? It's something that the colonizers made up to make sure we understood that we wasn't shit. Well, and why are we using it like we have taken that and internalized it and accepted the fact that we are indeed a thing? So that's my problem with it.
Right. Yeah, you making some good points though.
Yes, because there's no other way to look at it. We got this word from people that had absolutely no respect for us as human beings, and talking to us and making sure that we understand we're not human beings. Our life has no value. You're just a thing, and you can be killed any day of the week. And they're still doing it. And now we have internalized that, and we do that. And that has a lot to do with why Black people have no problem killing each other every day. Because I guess they think that we're just things and our lives don't matter either. Whatever you take in, you will put back out. This word is a terrible word. And I respect calling them niggas because that's not what they are. They are beautiful Black beings that were here first. I am the mother of civilization and the premier of women. I'm nobody's nigga, nobody's bro, none of that. And people need to start talking to each other with respect so we can learn to respect each other on the level that we should have for one another. This is a problem. And white people look at it like, well, y'all like the word, so we can say it too. And then we get mad when they say it, but then we look stupid for saying that I give a damn what white people think, because I don't, but I'm just saying. I'm mad at us for saying it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm listening. I agree with you.
So it's a problem, and I think once you consider yourself unworthy of being a person, you're a man, you're a king. I'm a woman. These children are children. They're not little niggas. I'm not a nigga. You're not a nigga. What is this? Let that go. It was never cool. It was never okay. And we saying it like it is. It's not cool.
Yeah.
And that's where we at. So as long as we start thinking, so as a man thinks, so as a man does. Vice versa, females too.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So when we start changing our mindset, then that's when we change how we show up in the world. You show up in the world like you a nigga, then I guess that's how we gonna be free.
All right, sis. Thank you.
Thank you, King.
All right.
You have a good day, and I appreciate your podcast. I love it.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm not sure my phone. No, but I can only really take one call at a time. But the people that called in and the brother that got cut off, I don't know what happened. But you can call back in too. But I can only really take one call at a time. So when the person hang up, then call back in. All right.
Marcus.
All right, what's going on, Marcus?
Hey, what's good, bro?
Not much. What's going on?
You got a hot one.
All right, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, you got a hot topic.
Yeah, and
This thing right here with the N-word. You know, I mean, we've been using it for centuries, for a long time, bro. And the thing with that is we've gotten used to it as a mainstay so much that when we do our artistic expressions, it's a part of it. You know, as far as in our music, it's in it so deeply ingrained. You know, only thing that I think to shake it up is if we stand in solidarity and limit the use of it or stop it. What you think, bro?
I mean, you know, I think that would be up to the collective. I'm kind of more so on like whatever the collective want to do. You know, I'm not as passionate about stopping it as other people are. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I definitely understand that side of the argument. I see exactly what they're saying. You know.
Yeah. Because right now, you can go on, you know, YouTube right now and find the upbeat videos, thousands of like Mexicans, whites, Chinese, saying nigga. Not talking about a black person, talking, you know, to each other. and then get caught up in it. So I know it's a tough one, but at the same time, you know, they always got to understand and know there's an option to getting the brakes beat off you. Saying the wrong thing.
Right. Yeah, and that should happen every time, I think.
Yeah. And I heard the sister that was on earlier, that was just on, and she had a real good point of saying that, like what Martin Luther King Jr. said, the vilification of people is what has occurred to us.
Yeah, I appreciate that, my brother.
Yeah, hey, brother, good talking to you. You know, good to hear you over the phone. You know, I love what you're doing. Keep pressing on. They're going to hate, but you already know this.
Yeah.
But
All right, my brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate all that for real, man.
yeah, well,
All right, man. Hello?
peace up, brother Forecast. How are you?
What's going on? Who is this?
This brother Bakari.
What's going on, brother Bakari?
Look, I want you to call in. Like I was saying yesterday, right? The only history I guess we choose to follow is history that was written in the book, right? I heard the caller, you know, that's reading a long time ago about what we did in Africa, right? Well, I'm going to say it like this. The caller that called said he was born in the late 60s. Somebody called him then and they were punched in the mouth. I was born in 72. Somebody called me in word, and you know what happened? He would never make that mistake again. This was probably about 9 years ago. I beat his ass. There's been a few times I've been in that situation. And I hear black people like to say, well, we use it with the A. They say it with the ER. Well, we say brother with the A. They say brother with the ER. We say sister with the A. They say sister with the ER. I have no idea why black people enjoy being accepted with the only people in the world. Matter of fact, I'm going to change the goddamn name. I was looking for myself, but it's not in this tablet. It's my other tablet that my daughter wrote. But if you look up a guy that used to write for the UNIA papers, right? His name was Eric Warren, Warlond. He wrote an article in 1922 in UNIA papers talking about how the N-word was used to degrade and belittle black people. And how we are the only people that accept derogatory terms. The Italians don't accept why. You know, Hispanic, or they didn't say Hispanic back then, but the people didn't enjoy being called speak. Nobody accepts derogatory terms but us. Now, that was written in 1922. Then if you go to 1924, a Jewish or white guy named Haywood Brown, B-R-O-U-N was his last name. He wrote an article. And in his article, the synopsis basically, once we get them to understand that there's nothing but niggas, we have them what we want them because they have realized there are nothing and they're the worst thing on the face of the earth. So if we're going to study history, let's study all of it. Yes, that word needs to be done away with. I tell people, don't call me that. It's not a term of endearment. It's not you showing me you love me. You might know. I don't call nobody that. And I tell people, don't call me that. But if the word is okay to be used, I ask black people questions. Why do you get mad when white people call you that and they are the ones that made the word up? You get mad because it used to insult you. But it's okay for black people to insult black people. We're okay with that. We don't mind being insulted by one another. That's why we talk about our women the way we talk about our women. Matter of fact, You ever heard of the guy Jerry Heller? I know you watched the NWA movie, right?
The producer.
Yeah, Jerry Heller, the white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now go back and watch his real interview when he was talking about it. The reason he didn't promote Public Enemy and KRS-One in conscious rappers from New York because that wasn't cool. But when he heard NWA talking about how they can kill a nigga and do this to a nigga, that was so cool and so funny to hear them just saying that. But as soon as Ice Cube said something about a Q in Ice Cube music, he said he was going to contact the Anti-Defamation League because Ice Cube was being disrespectful to Jews. But we accept anything that they have said about us negative and figure out a way to make it okay. Me personally, I have a problem with it, and I tell don't nobody call me that. Don't call me that. I don't care your race. Don't nobody get a pass. Do not call me that word. And it's just that simple. If you want to call yourself that, I'm cool with that. That's you. But just don't call me that. You know, we're going to study the history on certain things. Let's study all the history and stop making excuses to mute ourselves in front of one another. If you're going to use it, at least stop using it in front of company. Just use it amongst yourselves if you're going to use the word. That's all I want to call in and say, my brother. Thank you for accepting my call.
All right, thank you for calling in, my brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, it sounds like most of the people are against the word. I'm not mad at that. If you got something to say, you can call in. And the first brother that called in that got cut off, he was telling an interesting story. Call back in. And if you got something to say, you can call in. But yeah, it sounds like most of the people are against the word completely and saying that we shouldn't use it. Now, I'm not going to act like, I've never said it. And I don't say it sometimes, to people, just in everyday language. Sometimes it comes out. But, I understand exactly what, the people are saying. And I understand why people hate that word, because every time they see it in their life, it comes with hatred, and especially here in America, and especially while this system exists, and we have the power to it. If we want to change something and not use a particular word, we don't have to use that word. So, I don't know. I guess something is going on with the broadcast. I'll try to give it a minute and see if it'll work out. If not, I'm going to have to restart it. All right, let me do this. I'm going to try to restart the broadcast and see if I come back better than before. All right, so come back in about a minute. Refresh your page. I'm going to come right back.